Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good. And I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment. And as always, I love you so much. And you have come so far. Like for real. You've come very far. You're doing something very special, something that is uniquely you. So I would highly recommend you take a moment to recognize that. Really celebrate all of the progress that you've made. I think that when you reach a new level, you really up level in the way that you guys have been doing. It's easy to lose track of how far you've come because you guys are really starting to put yourselves out there now, and there's a restructuring of your life that is happening. So I think it would really benefit us over the next half an hour or so to just kind of like sit back and relax and really celebrate what we've accomplished and get a clear idea of where we're going and where life is taking us in this really new, exciting part of our life here. It's really new, exciting part of our journey. So sit back, relax, all right? Drop your shoulders, take a really deep breath, relax all of the muscles in your face, okay? We're all really safe to be ourselves here. And yeah, let's have a good time, right? Let's have some good, wholesome fun here. So I really like this. I really like what I'm seeing here so far. I'm getting massive self-improvement energy. Like you guys have just been working on yourselves in a big way. Taking it seriously. I think it's coming from a place of self-value. Like understanding now that you're worth giving attention to. Like putting your energy back into yourself. Filling up your own cup and exploring who you want to be. What's your identity? What drives you? Okay, where do you want to go? All of these kinds of questions I think are coming up. Let's start with the past position, right? It's clarified by the Hermit. Some really deep introspective work here. You're on the journey. You're on the self-improvement journey, and there's this level of self-realization, okay? Away from your emotions. Using them to guide you, looking at them in a really healthy way. Okay, this wasn't always easy. This journey wasn't easy. You've had to isolate yourself to a point here and kind of, I'm getting drop some of these obligations or distance yourself from people while you worked through some like really heavy stuff, navigating some turbulent emotions, wondering, is this my true nature? Is this who I am? Is this my identity? You know, is this just trauma? You know, are these things that I need to work through, right? You've been asking all of these questions and you've been doing it in the past position. I see it paying off in a massive way, and you have come so far. This wasn't just some kind of mundane emotional work, right? You've been building a new emotional foundation for yourself. You've been learning about yourself in a really deep way. I think you've come to really know yourself better than you ever have in your life. You've been reflecting on who you are and reflecting on what your past was, how it served you. You know, how we can do it better next time. Or like, do we even want to go through those experiences again? I feel this energy of graduation. Like you understand how it has served you. You're ready to forgive and let go with love. You guys are so ready to move on here because you've done the emotional work. You've done so much. And at times, maybe it felt like things weren't moving, or you know, it was going slow, or it was boring or tedious, or maybe you felt like there was something wrong with you. Like, why am I feeling these emotions? But it was so necessary. Your experiences in the past are going to inform where you're going. You're going to be able to help a lot of people, potentially build beautiful new relationships, loving relationships on the back of this work that you've done. So I'm so proud of you. It's clarified by this Squirtle card. Very cute. I mean, let's all take a second to appreciate how cute this little Squirtle is. And I get a lightening up of the emotions through sharing them, right? I'm just seeing the bubbles here. Standing in your power too. I'm really getting that. In that kind of starfish position, like you're ready to open up and be vulnerable because you know you're protected, and your energy is becoming your protection. Your sense of identity is becoming your protection. Like I'm seeing the yellow on the front of this shell here, and the back of the shell is red. So there's something about your solar plexus chakra and your root chakra, a healing of the identity. your core being and your life force energy, the way you express yourself, that's becoming your armor. And I'm picking up on really heavy Pisces energy, like mutable water, being in control of the flow of things and being able to direct where life takes you because you're in control of your emotions. You feel protected because you're actually embodying your true unique self. That's becoming your armor, and it's allowing you to open up, stand in your power, and share yourself. Share your ideas. Tell people how you're feeling. I'm getting therapy too with these bubbles, just lightening up the water and getting them out of your system. There's a healthy release that's been happening here after you've done all of this introspective emotional healing with the Hermit and the Four of Cups. You're ready to share it. You've been doing it. This is in the past position. You're so protected and you're standing on Spirit here. Spirit is holding you up with this purple here that this Squirtle is standing on. So you're so balanced. You're becoming so balanced in yourself because you've done the work. I'm so proud of you. I really feel like this is why you're getting ready to move on and start putting your imagination to good use here with the Seven of Cups in reverse on your feminine side. I think you're ready to move out of that dream state and start applying those dreams and start actually materializing something. Like, you've spent a lot of time, like I said, getting to know yourself, figuring out your motivations, your why. You know, what are you doing here in life? What do you want to create? And you can only spend so much time in the Seven of Cups energy, right? You can only spend so much time here. But it's, you know, and it can get unhealthy to the point where you start building something up bigger than it needs to be, or you can just kind of get lost in that emotional state, right? You've done all the work, and I with this coming out in reverse, I feel like you're ready to start putting something into practice here, and you've built up this intuitive knowing with the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess upright, I apologize. In your current position, the High Priestess upright is telling me that you're so ready because you've cleared out some of this emotional baggage. You understand where it was coming from and how you can use it to guide you in a healthier way. And it's almost getting out of the way of your intuition now. I'm getting your emotions aren't getting in the way and blocking your intuition. It's feeding your passion in a way, your desires in life. Like, your emotions are guiding you because they're showing you things. They're acting more as a messenger here. But they're not getting in the way of you listening to that inner voice and having that connection to Spirit, like standing on Spirit. With this coming out upright in your current energies, in your current position, like, you're so spiritual. You're ready to trust. And life has been playing this game with you, I'm getting, where it's been teaching you to trust. It's been teaching you to go with the flow. Now that you've done the emotional work, it knows that you're ready to start going with that emotional flow and let life take you a little bit, take you without needing to be super defensive and have your guard up. Because with the Moon and the Nine of Wands in your feminine position, I get that the holding on to the defenses and the holding up of the shield, and to having to play that game where you defend yourself from negative energies and people that don't want to honor your true identity is exhausting. You're so ready to put that down, and you're at some kind of a completion point here where I think you're going to have a breakthrough. I really get that the dam is going to break in a way that you're going to start to trust in ways that you haven't before, because it's going to become part of your identity. Like, where we're at now, we've done so much introspective healing work, and this High Priestess is going to start to fully become your identity. You're going to be so comfortable leading from that intuitive place and trusting in God, trusting in the Most High. That's the next step for you. And that's why I get this Nine of Wands, because it's a card of completion, or a card of nearly being at that completion point. I understand you're tired. Like I said, this work wasn't always easy. This emotional work, this plugging back in to Spirit and reconnecting with that higher version of yourself, it took a lot of effort and it took a lot of trust. And maybe you feel like because you're still in this period of this Moon. Like, you're still walking through the unknown to a point. You don't really know where all of this is going because you've set the intentions, but you're still not quite sure how Spirit is going to deliver that to you. But I'm telling you, you're going to have that breakthrough moment. All of your hard work is paying off with this new moon in Capricorn. And I do have to say, don't fear your potential, because you are so ready for this. You are so protected. You are so guided at this time. So don't fear your potential. Don't fear your success, because you are ready for this. You've worked so hard for it, and it's totally paying off here in a big way. You're becoming a more well-rounded human, right? Like, you're becoming balanced. You're finally achieving that balance in your life that you've been seeking. And I think it just took a lot of this emotional work. And now that you're ready to start putting these dreams into action, right? Start putting this imagination to some kind of tangible use in the material. Because you're ready to do that, I get that you've been looking around at the systems in your life and the structure in your life and the way that it potentially has served you in the past, but I think that it's not compatible with where you're going and what you want to create. Like, the setup of your life and the structures in your life and the routines and the beliefs and this big overarching, like I said, there's an identity thing that's happening here. You're becoming more in touch with your intuition, and you're going to identify more with that. But your current identity is not serving you here, I don't think. Or you're shedding that skin. That's totally what I'm getting, is there's a shedding of the old skin, and you know that the old skin's not going to serve you. And that's why in your current energy, I get the Hierophant in reverse. There's some kind of a rebellious energy needing to break out. It's like you guys are ready to break out. You've got big dreams. You've been in your imagination. You've been formulating how this might all work. I think you understand how you want to feel. You definitely know how you want to feel. So there's this energy of let's create something. And you're reactivating your knowing that you are a spiritual being with limitless potential. You are an endless shining light. You are connected to source energy, the Most High. You are love energy. And that's what I get from this Max Revive card, clarifying the Hierophant in reverse, is feeling like you're ready to break out of this old system, break out of the old paradigm, because you are a spiritual being. You're going to start identifying as the High Priestess. You know that you're connected to Source, the Most High. You are God. You are God energy. We all are. We all have that connection, and that's where we're going. We're all going home, right? We're going home back to love, and that's what this Max Revive is. There's a revival of your connection to your higher self and your knowing that you're a spiritual being, right? And this is why I get you've been preparing your avatar for this, right? It's like you're literally like Neo in the Matrix, like getting information downloaded into your brain, like getting karate moves and stuff downloaded into your brain in a big way. Like, you're educating yourself, you're in training. There's massive self-improvement vibes that are happening right now. There's some kind of a foundation that you're building for yourself, like a home. This could have something to do with your actual home, but I'm getting your home in yourself, right? Number one, your avatar. You're rebuilding your avatar. You're Neo in the Matrix, getting information downloaded into your brain. Okay, massive amounts of information. I'm getting you guys have been like leveling up, like hitting the books, studying. You've got new ideas, right? You are like, I'm really picking up on this, like furiously. I'm seeing somebody like going through a textbook or something, like at a mad pace. You guys have been devouring knowledge. You guys have absolutely been devouring knowledge right now. And I love that, because you're, like I said right at the start, you're creating something so special, something that is so uniquely you. And you deserve to pour this energy into yourself and level up. You've totally earned it. And alongside this education card, that's your desire, by the way, that's showing up as your desire. I get on your masculine side the Tower in reverse, right? So it's the shedding of the skin. It's the letting the old paradigm, that Hierophant in reverse, it's letting it fall away on an internal level. You're letting these old parts of yourself that don't serve you fall away. And I'm just seeing the books here. You guys have been hitting the books. And you're replacing all of this stuff that's falling away that doesn't serve you. All of this personal stuff inside of you that is not serving you. You're replacing it with knowledge. You're replacing it with new information so that you can create something new. Right? I am getting... You guys have been in the... I'm not sure if you... how many Dragon Ball Z fans there are that watch this channel, but probably a few, because I mean, it's so goated. Like, it's just one of the greatest shows of all time. You guys are totally in the hyperbolic time chamber. You guys are in the hyperbolic time chamber, okay? And for those that don't know, it's a space where you go into. It's a portal, right? You go through the door and you're in this new dimension where time moves much slower, right? There's a time difference there. So one day inside the chamber, one day inside the hyperbolic chamber where you guys are, is 1 year on the outside. You guys have been preparing in isolation with this Hermit card, and you have been progressing at a rapid pace. Like, you're going to step out onto the stage after like 10 days of preparing yourself and consuming this knowledge. You're going to step out after 10 days of consuming this knowledge, and it will be like 10 years have passed, guys. It'll be like 10 years have passed because you were so hungry for it. You're training in high gravity. I totally get that. You guys are in the hyperbolic time chamber. I get this on your masculine side too. The Three of Pentacles. Another card of apprenticeship, learning, getting all of the materials together, right? Getting all of the ingredients together with the Four of Cups, okay? You've been doing the prep work, and feel free to let me know in the comments what your favorite Dragon Ball Z saga is. I know the best saga is Cell Saga, but I am happy to debate that. So do let me know in the comments what your favorite Dragon Ball Z saga is. But I do think that through balancing your emotions and getting to know yourself on such a deep level, this is what's allowing you to attract the right team in the right timing. Okay, this is a card of like having the right people around you and being supported in your learning. So potentially with this showing up on your masculine side, you're hungry to learn, and there's people that are supporting you or are coming in to help you level up, to help you learn. Okay, I totally get that. And I also get the Death card on the masculine side. Just to put a bow on everything here, like, you're ready to let go of the old paradigm. The old way of doing things, the old structure in your life. You're so ready to drop it because you've been doing all of the prep work here. You've been laying the foundation, right? You've been putting the bricks down. Okay, you're so ready for this. I'm so excited. This is so healthy and it's expansive, all right? Because you're laying the right foundation here. Because you understand that the situations in the past that didn't serve you were built on the wrong foundation, okay? You're reconnecting to your higher self, okay? And this, where do I go from here now? Because in the future, we get the Tower upright. So these things that don't serve you, this Hierophant in reverse, okay? This structure that you know is not compatible with your unique self, it's fallen away in the future. And don't be afraid. Doesn't have to be super dramatic because, like I said, you've been doing the prep work. You've been training for this. You've been preparing for this. You've locked yourself away and isolated yourself and come to a position here where you're ready. You've literally prepared yourself for this Tower moment. You see it coming from a mile away. You totally see it coming from a mile away, guys. That's totally what I'm getting. The Hermit into the High Priestess, into the Tower, that's somebody who knew this Tower was coming. The Hermit into the High Priestess, that's somebody who knew this Tower was coming. And what Spirit's preparing you to do is take responsibility for your life with this Muse of Pentacles, with this King of Pentacles, right? And it's the Muse. So it's a balancing of the masculine and the feminine. the ebb and flow of life, like working with the synergy of life, working with spirit, working with your higher self, walking over this bridge because your higher self is guiding you through this portal. But you have the masculine abilities, whether, like, no matter how you identify, you have the masculine polarity as well. It's balancing itself out, and you're ready to take responsibility. Okay, you're ready to delegate. Okay, you're ready to share your ideas. You have confidence in yourself now. You value yourself, right? You value your work. You understand that your work is important. And that's what's giving you the confidence and the motivation to build. As the King of Pentacles, to build, right? To ground it into reality. And you understand that if you don't take responsibility for where you're going in life and what you want, somebody else will take responsibility for you and they will assign you a purpose. And that's not what you want. Because I feel like in the past, you've been assigned a purpose that wasn't you. Somebody was telling you what to do and how to be. Somebody was telling you who you were and they were wrong. And it's fallen away. That identity, that old identity is falling away and you're taking responsibility for your life. Okay? And in the process, you are forgiving the past with love. And that's what's allowing you to move forward. Okay, this period of stagnancy and limbo and being in training has been serving you with this stagnant waters card because you've been able to stop and look around and reflect on the stink, on the gunk. Like, you've been able to stop and smell it. And you're going, man, this is stagnant. I'm not moving. I'm afraid to move. I'm so used to being led around and told what to do. I'm just not going to move. All right. And there's a call to let it go. This card says a call for shifts, flow, and change. And this is your gift. Let it go. I'm telling you guys, the dam is going to break. You're being held. You're in the hyperbolic time chamber. You're in training and the dam is going to break. The tower's going to fall and you're so ready. You've been intuitively preparing yourself for this, guys. I'm so happy for you. And you're going to get the bag. You're going to get the bag. I mean, let's be honest. It's about having, and I don't think it's about the money and being frivolous with the money and what it's like. You understand it's not about that. It's not even about that anymore. It's about doing work that's fulfilling, that's in line with you, being of service to other people. Like feeling good at the end of the day because you actually contributed something to the world that you believed in. That's what all of this was about. Okay, and the money's going to be a byproduct of that. You're going to have the abundance. You're going to have the prosperity. You're going to get everything you want. But it's through living your purpose and being you because there's nobody like you, all right? And finally, before we clarify, there's going to be a team. And I'm getting some people might underestimate you. Okay, what's this card say? Execute. Kind of sounds like that word, execute. Like you guys are ready to execute, right? Get out of the imagination and start to execute. You're ready for this, okay? It says, often mistaken for eggs. When disturbed, they quickly gather and attack in swarms, okay? So people are going to be underestimating you, but I get that you're going to have a team. You're going to have support. People are going to be backing you up, and Spirit's going to be backing you up here. Spirit's going to be backing you up. Follow your intuition, okay? My nose is getting real itchy. So follow your nose, guys. Follow your intuition. Let's get some past, present, future action, some clarification here. And we'll get some more information about where this is all going. But I love it. I just love it. The Hierophant reverse coming out. Hierophant reverse coming out. Do you, guys. Seriously, do you. Okay, I think you're understanding that... you have to make a decision at some point too. Like, and then the Emperor, let's go. Let's go. Seriously, guys. The Hierophant in reverse and the Emperor in your current position. Clarifying the Hierophant in reverse. So what did I say before, right? What did I say before? If you don't take responsibility for your own life and your own purpose, somebody will assign that purpose to you. And you guys know that. You guys totally know that because that's why you're showing up as the Emperor. You're taking control. You have the vision. You have the passion. You know when it's appropriate to act. And you know when it's appropriate to sit back. Okay, you have the shell. Go back into that shell if you need to. You can express your emotions if you need to. You can express your logic if you need to, right? The Emperor is all kings. The Emperor's everything. And the Emperor's sitting in this paradigm going, this ain't working. This ain't working for me, brother. All right? Let's let this thing fall away. Let's prepare for this structure. Okay, this identity, you know, this way of being, you know, this belief system. This old belief system that was disconnected from God, you're letting it fall away, okay? And you guys are going to be able to share this experience with other people. You've got the goods. You've got strong spiritual game. You've got the knowledge. You're moving into a stage where you can put all of this into practice, okay, with the Muse of Pentacles here. You're walking over the bridge. You're going through the portal, and there's no going back. I love it. And I do think that liberating yourself, not to dwell on the past too much, but liberating yourself from these limiting beliefs has caused some issues potentially with the people around you. That I'm really just getting a challenging of your belief systems. There's been a massive challenging of your belief systems here. Understanding that you needed to do the emotional work, like you knew that you had to go on this journey. You knew that you couldn't put it off anymore. I'm getting just somebody who was not happy. You just weren't happy doing what you were doing in the past, right? So you've decided to walk away, isolate yourself, go back inside of yourself and reconnect with who you are. Who am I? You know, asking that massive question, who am I? What is my true nature? And it's caused conflict in your mind. It's challenged all of these belief systems that you've been holding on to. Maybe you've had to alienate yourself from people. Like you've had to stand up for yourself. And instead of letting people walk all over you and letting people, I mean, I understand letting people be right to a point because it's not worth the effort. Sometimes it's just not worth the effort. Okay? But you've been forced to stand up for yourself in the past because you've separated yourself from a belief system. And you're like, I'm not going to be trapped anymore. I don't want to keep myself stuck anymore. There's something more out for me. I don't know what it is, but there's something bigger, there's something better. And you know what it is? It was the connection to your soul. It was the connection to your soul that was crying out to be connected with. That's why you left this stuff behind. That's what you've been walking towards intuitively. Knowing that you were on some kind of a soul journey, on a healing journey, right? You've had to seriously walk away from some people. You know, the Hermit, the Five of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords in reverse. Guys, you've freed yourself. You've freed yourself. And a bit of a side message here, but life is speeding up now because you're safe to go with the flow. You trust your intuition and your higher self. You know that you're being guided. And the thing about the antelope, right? When it's trying to get away from things that, you know, don't have its best interests in mind, I'll say, it gets away quite often. You know, it gets away a lot because it wants it more. The antelope wants it more, and that's why it's able to move at the speed that it is, okay? That's why it can move at the speed that it does, because the antelope wants it more. And I'm sorry to say, guys, but you just wanted it more. You just wanted this healing more than maybe other people had your interests in mind. Like, your need to heal yourself and do this introspective work totally outweighed the way that other people were looking at you, okay? The way other people identified with you. It's like, if there are old people in your life, like, when you step out of this hyperbolic time chamber, I keep coming back to this, but when you step out of this training mode that you're in, people are going to have to, like, you're going to have to reintroduce yourself to people, or people aren't going to recognize you. People just aren't going to know you. They're not going to know what to do with you because they've got some old identity assigned to you and you're not that anymore. You know, the Hierophant in reverse twice, you are not that anymore. You're going against the grain. You're doing things your own way. You're doing things in an intuitive way. Being guided by spirit and your higher self. Let's go. I'm so excited for you guys. And the King of Cups in the future too. And the Two of Swords. I think that you're going to have to... There's a message here about you've been learning to work with other people from this place of really understanding who you are and your identity. You've reconnected with your identity to a point, and this is what's allowing you to interface with other people. And there's going to be different people around you that have kind of different... I think you've got the same agenda, like you've got the same goals, but you've come from different places. Like you've come at this from different angles. Okay, so you have different ways of doing things. You have different skills. And there's different abilities that you guys have, ways that you can contribute, right? So there's going to have to be some really mature conversations, understanding that, yes, maybe we're all different people. Okay, I've got the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's diversity here. There's diversity in your personality. And I'm getting maybe with the Two of Swords in reverse, understanding that there's hard conversations maybe, or just decisions that need to be made. I don't want to necessarily say hard conversations, because I think you guys are coming at this from a very mature angle. You've grown a lot. You're you're experienced now, okay? You have wisdom. You have applied knowledge. So I'm getting really mature conversations about decisions that have to be made. Knowing that you have to move forward, okay? You can't hold these swords forever, all right? You're sick of defending yourself and feeling like life is happening to you. And you're sick of your purpose being assigned to you, right? So you want to make your own decisions. You want to take control. And sometimes you're going to have to pick between two options, and you're not quite sure which one to pick because you're blindfolded, but you're using your intuition now. That's what I get with this King of Cups in the future. Okay, in a very grounded, practical way, in a way that's going to move us forward. Okay, in a very practical way, we're using our intuition and our emotional guidance. We're not letting our emotions cloud our intuition. Okay, we're just using this High Priestess energy that we've developed to make these decisions. Okay, and to move forward as this tower falls. Because it's falling, and you've been preparing for it this whole time. You've been getting yourself ready. I love it. The Water Oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions. It's destined. Let's go. I'll pull a Dreamweaver Oracle card, and then we'll get out of here. I'm so proud of you guys. You've done so much work. Okay, and like I said, the dam's gonna break. You're ready to forgive the past, let go with love. Okay, it's not you anymore. You are totally moving into your dream life, this new space that is uniquely you. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you guys. Let the fire dragons sleep. Two might be significant. There might be a partnership here. Getting like power couple. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Could just be a work thing, like some kind of a partnership coming in. But let the fire dragon sleep. I get that. I really get that you're the emperor. You have that fire. You have the passion. You have the vision. Okay, and it's gotten you this far. You're very excited. Keep that fire burning. But it's about tempering the enthusiasm with these practical steps, okay? Let the fire dragon sleep, okay? You're moving into a space where you are the King of Pentacles and you are the King of Cups, okay? So there's a really healthy, grounding, feminine energy, okay? Getting more comfortable with receiving, using your intuition, the excitement, and the passion and the fire, it's going to serve you and it's not going to go away. You've reconnected with your identity. You know who you are. But as this tower falls away, continue to be grounded, practical, keep the flow. Okay, don't let the water get stagnant. Okay, don't be frivolous with your money. Be investing it into yourself. Don't hold on too tightly. Okay, with that like Four of Pentacles kind of energy, don't hold on too tightly. Keep the flow of money. Know that there's more where that came from. Okay, there's going to be money flowing in. Keep feeding the projects that you want to feed. Keep investing in yourself. Okay, keep learning and use your money. Don't be afraid to use your money to improve your health. Okay, to get that support. okay, to buy organic food, you know, to take a weekend off somewhere if you need to. Go for a beach vacation or something somewhere, you know, like don't be afraid to invest that money in yourself. Be really practical, go with the flow, and you're so ready for this, guys. You've been preparing for this. So much love to you. And I might just leave it there. I mean, like, what a reading. Hey, what a great message. And you're the one who did all this. You know, with spirit, you've been co-creating with your higher self and with the Most High, with that loving source energy. You're so connected, and you made the decision, right? You totally made the decision to go on this journey. And look at where it's gotten you. Look at how far you've come, and look at where it's gotten you, and look at what you're creating, right? A dream life that is for you. It's uniquely yours. Okay, I'm so proud of you. Let's go. I love you so much. Thank you so much for sharing the space with me and for giving me the energy and the opportunity to do this reading for you. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next one. I love you so much. Bye-bye.